Hi everyone, my name is Stella and I am the communications person at Wasafiri. Today I'm with Alex Rees and he's our incoming MD. I have a few questions for him just so that we can get to know him a bit better. And so Alex, would you like to just say hi to everyone and tell us a bit about yourself before we get into the questions?
Sure. Well, hello everyone, and lovely to chat through with you, Stella. Well, I'm really excited about the incoming MD role with Wasafiri. I think Wasafiri is an amazing organisation, wonderful staff, great consultants that we work with, and yeah, I think you've got some questions for me that could dig a little bit more and help people understand where I might be coming from a bit more. So let's dig into those.
Yeah, so we'll start. And I want you to just tell me the first thing that comes to mind. Don't give it too much thought. And so
Okay.
question one, how do you describe your personality?
Quite a broad question.
Yeah.
Good. Well, I think I'm quite serious at times. I think when people first meet me, they think I'm a bit standoffish, a bit serious. But I think as people get to know me, they get to know a softer side, a kind side, and a fun side that comes out as well. So I think it's a little bit of a journey that people probably go on with me. Yeah, I think I like to think that I've got a fairly balanced personality. we're all trying to balance lots of things in life. And I certainly hope that my personality comes through in my work and how I work.
Great. Okay. And so these questions are going to be kind of all over the place, but don't worry about that. So question two, what's on your reading list at the moment?
I've got a few things on my reading list at the moment. I'm reading a book called Home in the World by Amartya Sen, which I've just started. And Amartya Sen being a Nobel Prize winning economist. And I just thought it would be interesting to read about his early life in India and Bangladesh. So that's what I'm reading at the moment.
Cool. Name one thing on your bucket list.
I do want to jump out of a plane.
That you haven't done, yeah?
So fair enough. I do want to jump out of a plane with a parachute, of course. I think that would be quite fun. And I made a kind of commitment to do that after I had bungee jumped off Victoria Falls Bridge in Zimbabwe, Zambia. But I haven't gotten around to it yet.
Oh, cool. Okay. What's your favorite food? What do you like to eat?
Definitely Italian. A really nice platter of vegetables and meats would be really make a very special lunch. Probably some nice white wine as well.
Awesome. If you could be a pro athlete in any sport, what sport would that be?
I think it would be tennis, because I'm a tennis player. I do play golf as well, but I think being a professional golf player must be dreadfully difficult. So tennis, I think it would be fun. I think it would be social and obviously get you around the world as well.
What's something that you surprisingly know a lot about?
Well, at university, I studied a lot of African history, actually, and particularly Southern Africa history and particularly South African history. So I would say that's something I probably know more about that might be a little bit of a surprise to people.
Okay, that is surprising. What's the best part about your daily routine?
Well, one of the little bits that I really do enjoy early morning is after breakfast, I try to listen to the news of the day for about 10-15 minutes. After the children have gone off to school, having a nice cup of tea on my bed and just have that relaxing moment to myself before work starts. I try to do that every day.
What's the best advice you've ever received? I know that's kind of a hard question on the spot, but if you can think of the best advice you've ever received.
So I was struggling to think about what my career was going to be when I was 18, 19, 20, 21, through university. And my father gave me some advice that I continues to be relevant, actually, which is to work in a really meaningful area where you feel you're making a difference, and find the best people that you can and go and work with them. And I feel like I've tried to do that as much as possible, and certainly here at Wasafiri, that's true.
Super. What can't you go a day without?
Well, frankly, probably a cup of tea again. Being English, I think we'll leave it there.
Okay. What's the last?
I could lie and say that it's seeing my children or something, but it's not true. I can go a day without seeing my children.
Okay, cool. What's the last place? Where's the last place you went on vacation?
So the last place was Italy. Went skiing in northern Italy. It was beautiful. It was German speaking, which was a surprise in northern Italy. Nicely organized, but good traditional Italian food. So the best of both worlds, I'd say.
Yeah. If you could go back in time and change anything, would you?
Oh, what a big philosophical question.
I know.
Probably not. I think it is as we are. We always kind of do our best in the present, and I guess that's what makes us learn from the past and continue to try to improve ourselves and our societies going forward. So I guess the answer is no.
What would you accomplish? What would you like to accomplish in the coming year?
More generally in my life, or Wasafiri?
However you perceive the question, however you want to answer it.
Well, clearly, I'd like my first year as MD to be a successful year, financially and in terms of impact that we have at Wasafiri. So perhaps I won't go more into that now. I think beyond that, just finishing building work in my home. So I'm looking forward to being able to use the new space that we have. My son is transitioning to a new school in September, which is a big shift. Continuing to support my wife and daughter, who are obviously very important, and enjoying the summer because it's spring here in the UK. So looking forward to some warm weather and getting out a bit more after all the COVID challenges that we've all had.
Okay. What do you wish you had learned a bit sooner?
Well, I think this goes a little bit to the question about changing history earlier. I think one can always look back and wish one had learned, but I think I've had a pretty interesting and enjoyable life. I think I was very lucky in the upbringing and opportunities that I had. So I think I probably could have been kinder. I could have probably been less selfish. I could have been more thoughtful of others generally from an earlier age. I think young men generally can be a bit self-centered. So I suspect that's something that I could have done a bit better with a bit of advice earlier on.
At what age would you like to retire?
That's a tough one. It's not that far away now, in a way. Well, I'm 47, and I think it would just be a kind of slow burnout rather than a single day. So at some point in my 60s, and I don't know whether that would be 62 or 67, I'll be kind of open. If I'm enjoying it, then it will go on longer. And we'll see, because the cost of living is going up, as we know, all around the world at the moment. So that might play a factor.
Okay, and for a last question, what was the last thing you searched on Google, if you remember?
I'm not sure I do remember. I think I looked up this morning about energy prices, about looking to change energy prices, which are doubling here in the UK. And I wondered whether there might be another supplier that might do the job at slightly lower rate. So I think we're all feeling this one all over the place, and hopefully we'll find a way out of it. But obviously this war is a major challenge. Yeah, so I think a little energy analysis was my last Google search.
Okay,
So thanks so much, Alex. I know that wasn't easy. Those questions were kind of all over the place, but it was just to get for people to get a better sense of you. And there you have it, folks. I hope you've learned something new about our incoming MD outside of work. So thank you very much.